Are you still wondering if it's worth it to invest in real estate in 2025? Well, I'm here to share with you today the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm Nichols, and I flipped over $50 million worth of real estate and funded another $160 million in hard money loans. And today I'm going to share with you the biggest mistakes investors are making, the biggest opportunities in the game of real estate, and how anyone can make money as real estate investors and build generational wealth. But before we get into that, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps the channel grow. Let's get into it. So today I want to talk about what it takes to succeed in real estate. I'm actually here on location where I did a $3 million loan for some investors. So obviously they see the potential and the opportunity. They're going to be building 5 units behind me here, a single family and 2 duplexes on the site, as you can see from the images here. But ultimately, there's a lot of negative pressure on the real estate market right now, right? You've got tariffs, high inflation, you've got rising interest rates, you've got low inventory. And while a lot of folks are using that as an excuse to sit on the sidelines, that's mistake number one. There are plenty of other folks who see the opportunity despite the obstacles. All these things we're seeing that are negative is just creating confusion for a lot of folks, a lot of investors, because they don't have clarity. There is a strategy and framework that works in any market. I'm going to share that framework with you right now as we jump into what I'm doing, what my borrowers are doing, and how I'm coaching folks to win. And so the first thing I want to talk about, your model is your model and it works in any market. And so you need to first and foremost learn how to find deals. So how was this deal behind me found? The investors who bought this and I funded it found this deal by working with a realtor who works with investors. She goes out there, she cold calls, she has a network, she works with probate attorneys, and she's able to consistently source deals. She sourced deals for me personally. So how do you find investor-friendly realtors? Realtors that list the flips typically are the realtors that found the flips. What do I mean? If you look on Zillow, if you look on MLS, if you look at Redfin and see a beautifully done home, chances are that realtor found that deal, because if a realtor finds you a good deal, you give them that listing back when you put it on the market. So that's number one. You can also find deals by going direct to distressed sellers. You can list stack. I have a video that you can check out in the link below on how I automated my lead flow using VAs. There's some great strategies out there for folks to be able to find deals. But if you can find deals, you're gonna be able to find deals that fit your model. Number two is analyzing deals. A big mistake investors make out here, overestimating the after repair value, overestimating what you can sell for when you're done. How do you avoid that mistake? You hire a local realtor who knows how to run comps the right way. The last thing you want to do is hire a realtor who's going to inflate the values and put you in a position to fail. And so that's where hiring a good local realtor that has a track record of winning and selling for close to the list prices is very important. Now, let's say you don't trust realtors, because there's people out there like that. You want to take your destiny into your own hands. Then you can use a software like PropStream. There's a link, affiliate link below, where if you sign up, you get a free trial. I make a couple of bucks. I use PropStream, my team uses PropStream, and you can run your own comps. And I have videos on how to run your own comps in PropStream so that you can check the values. But ultimately, you need to make sure you're buying it for a good price so that you can exit for a good price. The other thing you're gonna wanna do is get a contractor to give you an estimate on what the cost of repairs are gonna be if you're gonna flip it, or what the cost to build is gonna be if it's new construction, and even if it's a rental, what are the costs gonna be to get it up to par. Next, you wanna look at the financing. So creative financing. I'm a hard money lender. I funded this loan for $3 million. They had a great deal. It made it very easy. But ultimately, a lot of folks out there don't have $3 million and may not have all the money you need to get into the game now. That is okay. I helped a 22-year-old do 100% financing. His name is Noah Jackson. A couple years ago, you can see his story in the link below on how he was able to raise the money and make over $40,000 profit on his first flip at age 22. When I did my first flip when I was 28, that was in 2009. I did it with no money down. I borrowed the money from an attorney friend of mine who wanted to put his money to work for him. And there are plenty of people out there who want to put their money to work. They just don't know how to find the deals, and they need someone like you and your team to get it done for them. We call this OPM, leveraging other people's money. And there are plenty of stories I could share. Even one of my students in my mastermind right now, he raised over $300,000, guys, in the last 2 years. And he's able to do his 4th flip within that time frame. And then lastly is your exit strategy. When you look at deals like this, or any deals for that matter, you've got to figure out what your exit is going to be, right? Is your exit going to be condos? In this case, they had to do condos in order for the numbers to make sense. And they're going to make over $1 million over here. Or is your exit strategy going to be to renovate and hold it? Are you going to go with Airbnb, right? There are plenty of ways for you to make money, but that's where looking at the deal from many different lenses, you want to look at it as a flip. You want to look at it as condos, you want to look at it as a buy and hold, or you may want to look at it as Airbnb. And whichever one of those strategies makes you the most money, that's the strategy you want to implement, guys. I hope you guys found this helpful. I've got plenty of stories and plenty of experience where I'm helping folks jump into real estate and learn how to win in 2025 and beyond. But ultimately, to recap, you definitely want to find a model that works for you and make your offer based on what you can afford and based on where you're going to make your profits. A quick strategy I want to add, this is the bonus round, guys. For the folks who watch all the way to the end, you know, this is what you get, this is your reward. We have a strategy my team and I use called the 100 days to gain strategy. And this is where if a deal or a property is on the market for more than 100 days on Zillow, on MLS, on Craigslist, wherever it is, we make an offer based on our model. So we'll make that lowball offer, and we call it 100 days to gain because we believe in 100 days you gain the advantage as the investor, because the seller's still sitting out there and chances are they may be desperate, and it may create an opportunity for you to make some money, provide a solution to them, and really make a great profit at the end of the deal, guys. So hope you guys found this helpful. If you want to join my free community in school and you need support in that community, I have free courses. We have folks on there chatting about the real estate market. We share insights on a regular basis, and I'd be happy to have you join. And I also do have a mastermind that you can learn more about by joining that community, guys. I hope you found this helpful, and as always, stay tuned for more. Until next time.